takes writing 1 billion bad words before you get to the good ones. The moon does not simply disappear when we are not looking at it. One need not destroy one's enemy. One need only destroy his willingness to engage. Not knowing you can't do something is sometimes all it takes to do it. Be willing to leave the ground behind if you want to fly. Most of what I say is complete truth. My edit button is broken. A petty thief is put in jail. A great brigand becomes a ruler of a nation. Anger dwells only in the bosom of fools. Time bows to authentic commitment, and it stretches to accommodate it. The flame that burns twice as bright burns half as long. There's no clarity. There was never meant to be clarity. It is error alone which needs the support of government. Truth can stand by itself. Crying can bring relief, as long as you don't cry alone. Sometimes, not getting what you want is a brilliant stroke of luck. Healthy citizens are the greatest asset any country can have. In the end, you should always do the right thing, even if it's hard. If you are far from the enemy, make him believe you are near. Every second alive is the greatest gift we will ever know. Leaders are limited by their vision rather than by their abilities. Creativity is intelligence having fun. It is better to be divided by truth than united in error. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. When you procrastinate, you become a slave to yesterday. People who belittle people will belittle people and will accomplish very little. Don't share your personal life with anyone. Do not let anyone have anything that could harm you. Shoot for the moon. Even if you fail, you'll land among the stars. Learn from yesterday. Live for today. Hope for tomorrow. The important thing is not to stop questioning. So the important thing in a military operation is victory, not persistence. When you know what you want and you want it bad enough, you'll find a way to get it. Forget injuries. Never forget kindnesses. We're going to aspire to break through and create our own reality. Either in conflict with others or in harmony with them, we go through life like a runaway horse, unable to stop. Whether we fall by ambition, blood, or lust, like diamonds, we are cut with our own dust. The elegance under pressure is the result of fearlessness. Take care of your body, then the rest will automatically become stronger. He who steals a belt buckle pays with his life. He who steals a state gets to be a feudal lord. Shoot for the moon. Even if you fail, you'll land among the stars. When envoys are sent with compliments in their mouths, it is a sign that the enemy wishes for a truce. The only real battle in life is between hanging on and letting go. When I get sad, I stop being sad and be awesome instead. Once you realize you deserve better, letting go will be the best decision ever. I'm going to try speaking some reckless words, and I want you to try to listen recklessly. If tomorrow were never to come, it would not be worth living today. If you have the courage to begin, you have the courage to succeed. Believe those who are seeking the truth. Doubt those who find it. Do not fear the thorns in your path, for they draw only corrupt blood. The whole house seemed to exhale a melancholy breath of emptiness. Once you really know yourself, can't nobody tell you nothing about you? The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Overconfidence blurs out the risk. Inferiority magnifies it. If a man takes no thought about what is distant, he will find sorrow near at hand. We are citizens of the world. The tragedy of our times is that we do not know this. Be bold. Don't be shy to say no to the future you don't like. Verily, knowledge is a lock, and its key is the question. If a general shows confidence in his men, but always insists on his orders being obeyed, the gain will be mutual. Everything changes in my life, and the world stays the same. What cannot be said, above all, must not be silenced, but written. Genius is measured not by static volume, but by kinetic vision. We cannot change the cards we are dealt, just how we play the hand. When the position is such that neither side will gain by making the first move, it is called temporizing ground. Spies are a most important element in water, because on them depends an army's ability to move. A good completion takes a long time. A bad completion cannot be changed later. He was a lonely ghost, uttering a truth that nobody would ever hear. The fruit of empty hopes is more bitter than the saddest truth. The greatest step towards a life of simplicity is to learn to let go. Words offer meaning. When you've got the meaning, you can forget the words. There is no truth, Stephanie said mistressly, only perspectives. The most important person you meet in life is your higher self. Things joined by profit, when pressed by misfortune and danger, will cast each other aside. A paranoid is someone who knows a little of what's going on. There are people who have money and people who are rich. Peace proposals unaccompanied by a sworn covenant indicate a plot. I drink a cup of sunlight every morning to brighten myself. Failure is not when you fail once, but when you refuse to learn from your mistake. You can't understand where someone's going unless you understand where they've been. Pessimistic tidak, lebih daripada sikap takbur mendahului nasib. It is man's natural sickness to believe that he possesses the truth. Science without religion is lame. Religion without science is blind. The truth is not always beautiful, nor beautiful words the truth. Be not afraid of going slowly. Be afraid only of standing still. Don't worry about the negative people may say about you. Learn from it and move on. Even the finest sword plunged into salt water will eventually rust. And regulation entails organizational effectiveness, a chain of command, and a structure for logistical support. Don't be afraid to say I don't know, and seek knowledge from others. If we have no peace, it is because we have forgotten that we belong to each other. Life is a mystery to be lived, not a problem to be solved. I'd rather hear an ugly truth rather than an obscure lie. The goal is to reduce the time of suffering, not eliminate it. Some men never die, and some men never live, but we're all alive tonight. We are products of our past, but we don't have to be prisoners of it. Success is a lousy teacher. It seduces smart people into thinking they can't lose. Do not swallow bait offered by the enemy. Do not interfere with an army that is returning home. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. We can't avoid reasoning. We can only avoid doing it well. That knowledge, which stops at what it does not know, is the highest knowledge. The true sign of intelligence is not knowledge, but imagination. Desire is half of life. Indifference is half of death. Truth is a straight line you sometimes need to curve. You should know that by now. I quote others only in order the better to express myself. The right way to go easy is to forget the right way.